WMCX 88.9 FM presents Comebacks of Big Bands. This week, Don Glasser and his orchestra. Music smooth as glass, styled Don Glasser's way. A great big welcome to all you fun listeners here on 88.9 FM. This is Michael Freeman speaking to you direct from the Plangier Center here at Monmouth University. May your feet be light, as well as your spirits bright, with Don Glasser and his band on this Valentine's Eve night. Now, do I know this band on the top of my head? No. A lot of these bands I don't even know by heart, but I did hear a lot of positive reviews of the Don Glasser band on a Guy Lombardo group, and it was recommended to me, especially because of how similar both bands sound. Here's the opening song of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Don Glasser with the downbeat. Anything goes. Bravo! A strong musical start to our Valentine's Eve dance this evening, coming to you direct from the Plangier Center here at Monmouth University. We're going to introduce the main vocalist of this band in a live 1966 performance from Roseland Dance City in New York, with a big Frank Sinatra song that I'm sure you all will recognize, Strangers in the Night, featuring Don Glasser's lovely and talented wife, Lois Costello.
something in your heart was so exciting, something in my heart told me I must have you. Strangers in the night, two lonely people, we were strangers in the night, up to the moment when we said our first hello. Little did we know, love was just a glance away, a warm embracing dance away, and ever since that night, we've been together, lovers at first sight, in love forever. It turned out so right, for strangers in the night.
Lois Costello, nicknamed Miss Energy, and Mr. Glasser first met in 1953 and got married in 1964. And the power couple carried the entire band on their backs, a dynamic duo to be reckoned with. Costello does the vocal for every single lyrical song tonight, and on we go with the medley of perennial favorites, New York, New York, and Manhattan, recorded for their silver anniversary album in 1978.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray and step around the heart of it. New York, New York. I wanna wake up in the city that doesn't sleep, to find I'm queen of the hill, top of the heap. My little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it. New York, New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you. New York, New York. We'll see Manhattan, the Bronx and Staten Island too. It's funny going through the zoo. It's very fancy on old Delancey Street, you know. The subway charms us so when balmy breezes blow to and fro. And tell me what street compares with Mott Street in July. Sweet push carts gently gliding by. For New York City's a wondrous toy, made for a girl and boy. You turn Manhattan into an Isle of Joy. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray and step around the heart of it. New York, New York. I wanna wake up in the city that doesn't sleep, to find I'm queen of the hill, top of the heap. My little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it. New York, New York. If I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you. New York, New York.
Great job done by Lois Costello, the Queen of the Hill, singing a song that went over the roof starting in the 1980s thanks to Frank Sinatra. So, and before Frank Sinatra blew New York, New York out of the water, it was apparently a big Broadway musical. Now here's the big #1 song hit of 1973, even beating Bad Bad Leroy Brown. Here's Lois Costello again with Tie a Yellow Ribbon Round the Old Oak Tree, direct from Lombardi's Ballroom in Iowa in 1974.
I'm coming home, I've done my time. Now I've got to know what isn't mine. If you receive my letter telling you I'd soon be free, then you'll know just what to do if you still want me. If you still want me, then tie a yellow ribbon round the old tree. It's been 3 long years. Do you still want me? If I don't see a ribbon round the old oak tree, then I'll stay on the bus, forget about us, put the blame on me. A simple yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. Bus driver, please look for me, 'cause I couldn't bear to see what I might see. I'm really still in prison, and my love, she holds the key. A simple yellow ribbon's what I need to set me free. I wrote and told her, please, to tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. It's been 3 long years. Do you still want me? If I don't see a ribbon round the old oak tree, well, I'll stay on the bus, I'll forget about us, put the blame on me. A simple yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. Now the whole darn bus is cheering, and I can't believe I see 100 yellow ribbons round the old oak tree.
Even today, Tony Orlando still performs this classic song. There are videos of him and Dawn singing together on YouTube from the last 5 years. Lois Costello proves at every single gig how much of a showstopper she is with her voice. Here's the orchestra again at Lombardi's performing an old favorite, Spanish Eyes, and then after that, Lois Costello sings Tangerine, a Dorsey Brothers classic direct from Timmerman's Supper Club, both live from 1974.
claim, with her eyes of night and lips as bright as flame. Tangerine, when she dances by, senoritas stare and caballeros sigh. And I've seen all those toasts to Tangerine raised in every bar across the Argentine. Yes, she has them all on the run, but her heart belongs to just one. Her heart belongs to Tangerine. Her heart belongs to Tangerine.
All right.
You're listening to music smooth as glass, styled Don Glasser's way. This is Michael Freeman for WMCX, reminding you that Comebacks of Big Bands is on here every Thursday night from 8 to 9 o'clock here on 88.9 FM, showcasing stereo big bands that survived from the 50s to the 80s, even making it to the 90s too. Next week, we will be having a medley night feature a groovy swinging dance album recorded by Frank Barber and his orchestra in the early 1980s. If there is a basketball game on here next Thursday night, where I'm pretty sure there is, I will be on Wednesday at 8 o'clock instead. But keep your eyes peeled on the weather, folks. It seems like we're getting a lot more snow next week than this week. Now here's another live performance from Timmerman's Supper Club, and it's the beautiful theme from Dr. Zhivago, Somewhere My Love. Now here's a big surprise recording from the one and only Lois Costello. She wrote this next song all by herself. I don't think the orchestra even backs her up on this one. I was looking into this band more in December, and I personally thought they did. Recorded in 1981, Lois sings her own song, You Touched My Life.
You touched my life from that first kiss. You touched my life. You're all I need. You're all I'll ever want. You touched my life when you just looked at me in that shy way of yours, and then the way you smiled at me.
as your own. Remember, you belong to me as no one ever can, because you touched my life. You touched my life. You touched my life. You touched my life. From that first kiss, you went and touched my life. You're all I need. You're all I'll ever want. You touched my life. When you just looked at me in that shy way of yours, and then the way you smiled at me, you are so wonderful. My life I live for you alone. You're wonderful. Please take me as your own. Remember, you belong to me as no one ever can, because you touched my life. You touched my life. You touched my life. Remember, you belong to me as no one ever can, because you touched my life. You touched my life. You touched my
Woo! I get a lot of Elton John vibes out of this one, folks. That music in the background sounds very much like a love song he would do in the 70s. As for me, that one got me in the feels. For those just tuning in tonight, I find it a big surprise song that Miss Energy wrote without Don Glasser's band even joining her for this song. I mean, hey, this is a good song for Valentine's Day, I think. Anyway, we're going to jump into their 1972 country and western album. Surprisingly, the band has only done 4 albums throughout their whole career, which I find kind of crazy. Here's their 1972 recording of Anne Murray's great song, Snowbird.
Lies waiting for its coat to turn to green. The snowbird sings the song he always sings, and speaks to me of flowers that will bloom again in spring. When I was young, my heart was young then too. Anything that it would tell me, that's the thing that I would do. But now I feel such emptiness within. For the thing I want the most in life is the thing that I can't win. Seems to say that he'll only break my heart again should I decide to stay. So little Snowbird, take me with you when you go to that land of gentle breezes where the peaceful waters flow. And if I could, you know that I would fly away with you.
We got quite a bit of snow here in New Jersey this winter, and freezing temperatures last month and upcoming freezing temperatures only made it stay on the ground. Thank goodness we had a 50-degree day and rain just so that I can get in here and host this show for you guys. It's just like my Guy Lombardo show last semester. This show is something that I look forward to at the end of each week to get me through the cold winter season. And I know that next week there's going to be a lot of snow, so hopefully I don't get snowed in. If I do get snowed in, I'll postpone the show to next week. It's no big, well, not next week, but a different week in the semester. So I'm not necessarily too concerned about it. Those flowers will soon bloom again in spring. Now let's go back to Roseland Dance City in New York. Lois Costello sings Mack the Knife.
Ho! The shark has pretty teeth, dear, and he shows them, yeah, pearly white. Just a jackknife has old Mack, dear, and he keeps him, oh, out of sight. When the shark bites with his teeth, dear, scarlet billows, yep, they start to spread. Fancy gloves, though, where's old Mack, dear? So there's never, never, never a trace of red. On the sidewalk, Sunday morning, oh yeah, lies the body, oozing life. Someone sneaking around the corner. Could that someone be Mackie the Knife? From a tugboat by the river, a cement bag, it's a dropping down. The cement's just for the weight, dear. I bet you Mackie's back in town. Holloway Miller, he disappeared, dear, after drawing out his cash. Now Mackie spends like a sailor boy. Did that cat do something rash? So Guitar Dream, Jenny Diver, Holly Peachum, and old Lucy Brown. Oh, the line falls on the right way. Now that old Mackie, he's done come back to town. Yeah, Mac.
That is
Direct from Roseland Dance City in 1961. This is actually the first time I've ever heard Mack the Knife with lyrics. I was always used to Guy Lombardo's live arrangement from 1972. I really love that one. I will be showcasing the Lombardos later in March. Now we revisit Don Glasser's Silver Anniversary album and play two songs from it from the 70s that blew up in popularity. Here's Barry Manilow's I Write the Songs. As a matter of fact, you can catch him touring again in New York. And Albert Morris's great song, Feelings.
I've been alive forever, and I wrote the very first song. I put the words and the melodies together. I am music, and I write the songs. I write the songs that make the whole world sing. I write the songs of love and special things. I write the songs that make the young boys cry. I write the songs, I write the songs. My home lies deep within you, and I've got my own place in your soul. Now when I look out through your eyes, I'm young again, even though I'm very old. I write the songs that make the whole world sing. I write the songs of love and special things. I write the songs that make the young boys cry. I write the songs, I write the songs. Oh, the music makes you dance and gives you spirit to take a chance. And I wrote some rock and roll so you can move. Music fills your heart, well that's a real fine place to start. It's for me, it's for you, it's for you, it's for me, a worldwide symphony. I write the songs that make the whole world sing. I write the songs of love and special things. I write the songs that make the young cats cry. I write the songs, I write the songs. I am music and I write the songs. Nothing more than feelings, trying to forget my feelings of love. Teardrops rolling down on my face, trying to forget my feelings of love. You'll never come again. Feelings, oh, feelings, oh, to feel you again in my arms. Feelings like I've never lost you, like I'll never have you again in my arms. There's nothing but feelings, trying to forget my feelings of love. Feelings, for all my life I'll feel it. How I wish I'd never met you. You'll never come again.
For the big songs of the day, Don Glasser and the band did a great job, thankfully keeping their longtime vocalist, Lois Costello. Feelings was a song I actually thought was done by Andy Williams last year for I don't know what reason, but I guess I had the wrong artist this whole time. I played it a few times on my Guy Lombardo show last year. Now here's another live performance from Timmerman's Supper Club, and it's Release Me.
Me, let me go, for I don't love you anymore. To waste our lives would be a sin. Release me and let me love again. And I will always want him near. His lips are warm while yours are cold. Release me, my darling, let me go. Please release me, can't you see? Why it'd be a fool to cling to me, to live a lie would bring us pain. So release me and let me love again.
My name is Michael Freeman for WMCX, reminding you that you've been listening to Don Glasser, Lois Costello, and their orchestra. For those just tuning in tonight, this is our Valentine's Eve dance night for comebacks of big bands, coming to you every Thursday evening from 8 to 9 o'clock p.m. Next week, we will be having a medley night featuring Frank Barber and his orchestra. There's this album of theirs that I checked out over a year ago, and I loved the sound of the album. It sounds perfect for its time of release, which was 1982. Some of the bands I like best nowadays have traditional stereo sound, but know how to sprinkle any rock, soul, or disco into their sound. The album itself sounds like a remixed music of like what you would hear on Seinfeld. But if there is a basketball game on here next Thursday night, and I believe there is, I will be on Wednesday at 8 o'clock instead. Now, folks, if you want to keep up to date on everything comebacks of big bands, make sure you follow my Instagram to see if there's a show or not. It is 19 Freeman M on Instagram. I'll repeat that once more, 19 Freeman M on Instagram. The reason why I say keep watch of the show is because we're expecting a lot of snow early next week, and I have a feeling that it could get in the way of next week's program. But if I happen to get snowed in next week, I will just postpone the Frank Barber medley night for another week. It's no big deal. Anyway, let's keep the music going as Lois Costello sings a country song written by Glenn Campbell and even got positive appraisals from Frank Sinatra and Rolling Stone magazine, By the Time I Get to Phoenix.
By the time I get to Phoenix, he'll be rising. He'll find the note I left hanging on his door. He'll laugh when he reads the part that says I'm leaving, 'cause I've left that man so many times before. By the time I make Albuquerque, he'll be working. He'll probably stop at lunch and give me a call. But he'll just hear that phone keep on a-ringing off the wall. That's all. By the time I make Oklahoma, he'll be sleeping. He'll turn softly and call my name out low. And he'll cry just to think that I'd really leave him. Though time and time again I've tried to tell him so, he just didn't know that I would really go. I would really go. I would go.
This song comes from their country and western album from 1972. We're going to step down from Lois Costello vocals before our last song of the show tonight. We have a few medleys and movie themes done by the Don Glasser Orchestra. This first medley takes us back to their Silver Anniversary album, which was recorded in 1978. It's Over, Old Cape Cod, and Daydreams Come True at Night.
I'm sorry, it's over now. That part of my life is through. I lived it then, I loved it. That's when I found you. The rain doesn't sparkle, the sun doesn't glow. What happened to all those simple joys I used to know? I'm sorry, it's over now. You're only a memory. Now I suppose the book is closed for me. I loved you and lost you. I'll never know how. I'm sorry, it's all over now.
When I was planning this show out, I was thinking about doing Dick Jurgens and his orchestra, but he did not have a lot of songs available from the 60s and 70s. Most of his songs are from the 30s and 40s, which to me is way too far back. I was born in 2000, so I prefer a wide, fairly loud stereophonic sound with modern-day takes. Everyone knows of songs from that time period are still remembered today. His theme song, Daydreams Come True at Night, was the third song of this medley. Now let's go back to Roseland Dance City in New York for some more movie themes done by the Don Glasser Band. Here are the theme songs from The Third Man and The Apartment.
My Silent Love.
A big thank you to band leader Joe and Rufty for recommending this band to me and sharing this live, high-quality 1961 remote of Don Glasser, direct from Roseland Dance City in New York. A lot of this semester's live performances were taken as these radio broadcasts were shortly fading into oblivion, never to be heard again for decades. And now, folks, before our final dance of the evening, we have one more medley performed live at Timmerman's Supper Club in 1974. And it starts with Leslie Gore's song, which received another round of popularity last year thanks to TikTok, Misty.
When I fall in love.
Great medleys performed live, music by music smooth as glass, styled Don Glasser's Way, a Guy Lombardo similar band. Folks, we have one last dance to close out our Valentine's Eve show tonight, and it was covered by several famous faces such as Frank Sinatra and Dolly Parton. Grab a partner if you're with someone special, as Lois Costello does the vocal, for the good times.
Don't look so sad. I know it's over, but life goes on, and this whole world still keeps on turning. Let's just be glad we had some time to spend together. There's no need to watch the bridges that were burning. Lay your head upon my pillow. Hold your warm and tender body close to mine. Hear the whisper of the raindrops blowing soft against the window, and make believe you love me one more time, just for all the good times. Now hear the whisper of the raindrops blowing soft against the window, and make believe you love me one more time, just for all the good times. Yeah, those good times. The good times.
WMCX, my name's Michael Friedman. Comebacks of big bands will return next week at the same time, 8 o'clock p.m. right here on 88.9 FM. If there is a game next Thursday night, which I'm pretty sure there is, I will be on Wednesday at 8 o'clock at 88.9 FM. Make sure to check the weather, folks, because there's a lot of incoming snow next week. If I happen to be snowed in, then I will postpone the Frank Barber Show for another week. Good night, folks.